Master's childlike impatience. Master. Now and then I become impatient about my arm. I show it to this or that man and ask him whether I shall get well again. That makes Rakal angry. He doesn't understand my mood. Now and then I say to myself, let him go away. Again I say to the mother, Mother, where will he go? Why should he burn himself in the frying pan of the world? This childlike impatience of mine is nothing new. I used to ask Mathur Babu to feel my pulse and tell me whether I was ill. Well, where then is my faith in God? Once I was going to Kamarpakor in a bullock cart, when several persons came up to the cart with clubs in their hands. They looked like highwaymen. I began to chant the names of the gods. Sometimes I repeated the names of Rama and Durga, and sometimes Om Tat Sat, so that in case one failed another would work. 2M. Can you tell me why I am so impatient? Your mind, sir, is always absorbed in samadhi. You have kept a fraction of it on your body for the welfare of the devotees. Therefore you feel impatient now and then for your body's safety. Master. That is true. A little of the mind is attached to the body. It wants to enjoy the love of God and the company of the devotees. Mani Malik told the master about an exhibition that was being held in Calcutta. He described a beautiful image of Yasoda with the baby Krishna on her lap. Sri Ramakrishna's eyes filled with tears. On hearing about Yasoda, the embodiment of maternal love, his spiritual consciousness was kindled and he wept. Manil. If you were not unwell, you could visit the exhibition in the Maiden. Master. 2M. And the others. I shan't be able to see everything even if I go. Perhaps my eyes will fall on some certain thing and I shall become unconscious. Then I shall not be able to see the rest. I was taken to the zoological garden. I went into samadhi at the sight of the lion. For the carrier of the mother awakened in my mind the consciousness of the mother herself. In that state who could see the other animals? I had to return home after seeing only the lion. Hence Jadu Malik's mother first suggested that I should go to the exhibition and then said I should not. Mani Malik, about 65 years old, had been a member of the Brahmo Samaj for many years. And Sri Ramakrishna gave him instruction that would agree with his mood. Master. Pandit Jainarayan had very liberal views. I visited him once and liked his attitude. But his sons wore high boots. He told me he intended to go to Benares and live there. And at last he carried out his intention. For later on he did live in Benares and die there. When one grows old one should retire. Like Jainarayan. And devote oneself to the thought of God. What do you say? Manilal. True, sir. I don't relish the worries and troubles of the world. Master. Gauri used to worship his wife with offerings of flowers. All women are manifestations of the Divine Mother. To Manilal. Please tell them that little story of yours. Manilal. Smiling. Once several men were crossing the Ganges in a boat. One of them, a pundit, was making a great display of his erudition, saying that he had studied various books, the Vedas, the Vedanta, and the 6 systems of philosophy. He asked a fellow passenger, "Do you know the Vedanta?" "No, revered sir." "The Samkhya and the Patanjala?" "No, revered sir." "Have you read no philosophy whatsoever?" "No, revered sir." The pundit was talking in this vain way and the passenger sitting in silence, when a great storm arose and the boat was about to sink. The passenger said to the pundit, "Sir, can you swim?" "No," replied the pundit. The passenger said, "I don't know the Samkhya or the Patanjala, but I can swim, master." Smiling. What will a man gain by knowing many scriptures? The one thing needful is to know how to cross the river of the world. God alone is real, and all else illusory. While Arjuna was aiming his arrow at the eye of the bird, Drona asked him, "What do you see? Do you see these kings?" "No, sir," replied Arjuna. "Do you see me?" "No." The tree? No. The bird on the tree? No. What do you see then? Only the eye of the bird. He who sees only the eye of the bird can hit the mark. He alone is clever who sees that God is real and all else is illusory. What need have I of other information? Hahnemann once remarked, I don't know anything about the phase of the moon or the position of the stars. I only contemplate Rama. 2M. Please buy a few fans for our use here. To Manilal. Look here. Pay a visit to his. Meaning M's. Father. The sight of a devotee will inspire you.